and gentlemen, now that our honorable guests have arrived, we're about to begin the award ceremony. May I now request you all to rise up for the UAE National Anthem. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our honorable guests to the Global Child Prodigy Awards 2022. And with immense happiness, I welcome His Highness Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, Sir Richard J. Roberts, Nobel Laureate in Physiology or Medicine, Dr. K. Abdul Ghani, Green Man of India, Dr. Azad Mupen, Managing Director of Aster DM, Mr. Uttam Chand, Consul General, Visa and Community Affairs, Mr. Prashant Pandey, Founder and CEO, Global Child Prodigy, our dearest child prodigies and their parents, media friends, sponsors and partners, the Global Child Prodigy family. Once again, I welcome you all to this memorable evening. May I now request His Highness Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, and our honorable guests to light the lamp. Up next, I invite Dr. K. Abdul Ghani, Mentor and Advisor, Global Child Prodigy, to take over.
On behalf of Global Child Prodigy, I take pride and honor to invite His Highness Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister for Tolerance and Coexistence, to give the opening remarks.
Dr. Abdul Ghani, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you to Dubai and to the United Arab Emirates for this very important global ceremony. I am delighted to have the opportunity to meet and greet such an inspiring group of young prodigies who come from all parts of the world. I've just been told about 40 countries. I extend a most warm welcome to all of you, our visitors. Your visit reflects our collective aspirations and deep desire to encourage, support, and celebrate the talents of young people to elevate their contributions to our global society and to help them lead their lives with a dedication to excellence and achievement. Your visit is a reminder that working together to empower young people, foster international cooperation, and the sharing of essential values and interests, the Global Child Prodigy Awards call upon us to appreciate human achievement in a way that crosses boundaries of nationality, ethnicity, religion, culture, physical characteristics, and gender. You demonstrate that nurturing talent and promoting excellence is a universal quest worthy of pursuit. You help us focus on the important ideals of individual striving, excellence, peaceful competition, discipline, daring, mutual respect, and understanding. These young people will certainly be making a positive difference in our world. The leaders of this country, the United Arab Emirates, value these attributions. His Highness the President, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, knows that when our young people are encouraged to reach their full potential, they strengthen our society. Our country's focus on the intellect, skills, and vision of our young girls and boys is complemented by our careful attention to their health and well-being, and to ensuring that they have optimal opportunities to succeed. In the UAE, we believe firmly that to embrace excellence and achievement for our youth is to embrace life itself. I'm naturally very pleased that you selected the UAE for the Global Child Prodigy Awards. Thank you, especially for this year 2022 ceremony. Choosing our country as the place to stage this unique event recognizes and celebrates the prominence of the UAE as a global destination for the world's great events. As you all know, Expo 2020 Dubai concluded only a few months ago. An important theme of the Expo was to empower young people to achieve at the highest level and to help build a world of peace, hope, opportunity, and prosperity. My dear friends, the last time your ceremony occurred, it was held in New Delhi. This speaks clearly to the close connections between India and the United Arab Emirates. In the UAE, we think of India as a very special country and friend. Thank you. I am confident that we will continue to work together to further mutual understanding, cooperation, and joint venture between our two countries. I congratulate the Global Child Prodigy Awards initiative for organizing this ceremony. Thank you. Tonight, you will honor exceptional young people for their excellence, perseverance, and hard work. We will take this opportunity to express our pride in their achievements. I am confident that these winners will inspire the next generation of talented young individuals to be for the Global Child Prodigy Awards of the future. My warmest congratulations to all the winners. I commend you for your outstanding contributions. I thank all of you for reminding us that innovation and striving to reach for the star gives meaning to life, and for helping us understand and appreciate excellence in our world. You help us honor the human potential, the hard work, the endurance, and the focus that success requires. As you are poised to enter a world filled with challenge, I challenge you now to chart a life of leadership and service. We expect of you, as we hope you expect of yourselves, that you not only be successful leaders of the future, but also mentors and role models who act with character and integrity. I wish you every success. In closing, I welcome what the Global Child Prodigy Awards represent in terms of our hopes and aspirations for our world. Young people are our future. They are a global force for positive change and development. Thank you for the opportunity to take part in this celebration. I thank the organizers, the judges, the sponsors, and all who worked so diligently to put this event together. My best wishes for your sex. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, may I kindly request you to stay on the dais? Up next, we have the Global Child Prodigy Coffee Table Book Launch, and I request His Highness Sheikh Nayan Mubarak Al Nayan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, to release the book. And I also invite Dr. Azad Mupin, Founder, Chairman, and Managing Director, Aster DM Healthcare, and Sir Richard J. Roberts, Nobel Laureate in Physiology or Medicine, to receive the first copy of the book. Now, we are moving on to the most awaited part of the evening, the Global Child Prodigy Awards, and I kindly request His Highness Sheikh Nayan Al Mubarak Al Nayan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, to present the awards to our child prodigies. I now invite Ms. Nicole Oliveira de Lima to receive her award for her excellence in the field of astronomy. Up next, we have Ms. Cairo Zeon Rosa for her excellence in the field of fitness. Can I have Ms. Cairo Zeon Rosa on the dais, please? Sorry, Master Cairo Zeon Rosa. Up next, we have Master Aaron Jeffrey. Next, we have Stelios Kerasidis for music. Next, we have Anisha Lakhani for mosaic art. Next, we have Aditi KP for dance. Next, we have John Oseni for technology. Next, we have Prensa Regmi for social service. Next, we have Anishwar Kanchala for environment. Next, we have Tara Gharemani for music. Sandra Gedelia for music. Zelda Mantio for DJ. Nail Umali D. Lara for music. Prasiddhi Singh for environment. Elias Mutomi Jitonga for intelligence. Up next, I now call upon Dr. Abdul Ghani, the Green Man of India, and Mr. Prashant Pandey, founder and CEO Global Child Prodigy, to felicitate our guests. Thank you, sir. Now that we have come to the end of the first part of the award ceremony, we take great pleasure in thanking His Highness Sheikh Nayan bin Mubarak Al Nayan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, and all our honorable guests for their valuable time and esteemed presence. Once again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a short AV about the top 100 child prodigies. So let's watch the video and encourage and appreciate all our child prodigies with a loud round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we'll witness some spellbinding performances by our child prodigies. And to begin with, we have a Bharatanatyam dance performance by K.P. Aditi, who is a dance prodigy. Let's welcome her.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram to everyone. I am KP Aditi from Chennai, India. I am happy to be here in this stage. I would like to thank GCPA for this wonderful opportunity. Today I will be presenting a Tillana in Ragam Kadana Kuduhalam, Talam Adi, a composition of Balamurali Krishna sir. Thank you.
Nadrudim tananno tadaratani nadrutum nadrutum ditillilla nadrudim tanannatum tadaratani nadrutum nadrutum ditillilla nadrudim tanannatum tadaratani nadrutum nadrutum ditillilla nadrudim tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum ditillillanna nadradradin tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradum tudulillanna nadradradin tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum dedilillanna nadradradin tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum tettilillanna tanannatum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum tudulillanna tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum dittilillanna nadradradum tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum dittilillanna nadradradum tanannadum tadaratani dirana nidamudaratani dirana 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 takitajam madani takitajam kapasara takitatum sanida babbagarisa tatakitatum sanida babbagarisa tatakitatum sanida babbagarisa tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum dittilillanna nadradradum tanannadum tadaradani nadradradum nadradradum dittilillanna nadradradum tanannadum vadanamade virisane adaramade murisane vadanamade virisane adaramade murisane maduraganam bade na murali manu harudane maduraganam bade na murali manu harudane madana kadana kudugaludu ramman virana 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 rave madana kadana kudugaludu ramman virana 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 rave tarikittajam tarikittajam tajanduta tarikittajam tarikittajam tajanduta தரிகிடதகதக தெத்தணங்குதக தரிகிடதகதக தெத்தணங்குதம் திருதிருதம் தித்தம் தித்தரிகிடதகதக தெத்தணங்குதக தரிகிடதகதக தெத்தணங்குதம் திருதிருதம் தித்தம் தில்லான 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 നന്നതും തദരദനി നദ്രതും നദ്രതും ദിത്തുനിലന.
Thank you, Aditi. That was an amazing performance. Global Child Prodigy Awards is the world's first and only child prodigy initiative that recognizes top 100 child prodigies around the globe each year from various verticals. This is a platform for all kids up to 15 years of age to showcase their talent and uniqueness to the global audience and get recognized as top 100 child prodigies. And they also get featured in Global Child Prodigy annual book every year. GCP Awards aims to acknowledge prodigies from various categories such as arts, music, dance, writing, modeling, acting, science, and sports, and provide them global exposure to excel in their respective domains. And now, I take great pleasure in inviting Mr. Prashant Pandey, who is the man, the founder and CEO of Global Child Prodigy, to address the gathering.
What a great day. It's first time in the entire world that so many child prodigies representing different nationalities have gathered under the same roof. I take privilege to invite you all from bottom of my heart. The Global Child Prodigy Awards was first launched in the year 2017 by Oscar awardee A.R. Rahman ji. Since then, our journey was started. And with the mission to recognize child prodigies from every corner of the world, we have been working from the last 7 years, every single hour. The Global Child Prodigy aims to not only reward the kids, the prodigies, also to ensure that their stories reaches to the millions and the billions of the other kids and their parents, which inspires them to do great in their own life. The Global Child Prodigy Award book has a circulation in more than 130 different countries till date. In the trying times of COVID, we all were restricted, but we did not stop ourselves. We started mentorship program for child prodigies for all different countries in various domains. This year, we are planning up more mentorship program with a bigger impact to create on the society. These kids are the future leaders, and that is the only aim we have started the journey. With the aim to recognize prodigies from every part of the world, we ensure they do not just get rewarded, they also get right opportunities, right people to mentor them and connect them from different parts of the world. I take privilege to invite once again all of you. Thank you so much for you spending your time. Thank you so much.
As the famous saying goes, he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. It gives me great honor to invite the man who has given hope to millions in this part of the world through affordable healthcare. With great pleasure, I now invite Dr. Azad Mupin, Managing Director, Aster DM, to address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. My dear friend and the brain behind the Global Child Prodigy Award, Dr. Abdul Kani, the CEO and the soul and whole of this effort, Prakash Pantha, one of the most respected Nobel laureates who got his Nobel Prize in 1993, Mr. Sir Richard Robert, all the child prodigies who made us proud this day, their parents especially, friends, and all the well-wishers. It's a great opportunity for me to address you, especially the child prodigies and their parents here. I was so happy, and I was sitting there looking at what has been accomplished by these children. This is something which gives hope to us regarding the world, what is going to happen to the world in future. Many times we think that the world is in peril, maybe it is environmental issues, maybe these are other global calamities, but seeing them is believing. And we have hope in the future generation. God has promised us, like what Mother Teresa said, when every child comes onto this world, God tells us He hasn't lost hope in this world. And that is what these children, the 100 children who came here, who represent the best in the best among the world's children, they have proved. They have a great future. As parents, you can be proud about them. And the one thing which I want to just tell them, in fact, two things which I just want to tell them, while we are basking in the glory of their achievements and the awards and all, just two things which I would like to tell them is that, one, many times we look back, people with excellent talents fail to be successful in life. That's a reality, unfortunately. Even though you are talented, what is required ultimately is your capability to nurture it, to mold it. Unless and until you spend the time for that, you are not going to be successful. You may have great talent, you will be a genius, but there is a requirement for putting lot of effort to nurture the talent. Like the diamond, which is a carbon piece, which is polished into a diamond, it requires lot of effort. You have that capability, you have the DNA, God has given that to you. But beyond that, there is an effort which has to come from you, which is the most important thing. It's all 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration for most people. For you, it may be 50% inspiration and 50% perspiration. So you have that advantage because God has given you, your parents have given you that DNA, so you have the advantage of that 50%. Instead of 99% perspiration, if you perspire 50%, you are going to be hugely successful and celebrated like the very famous prodigies in the world. And the second thing which I want to tell you is that there will be failures as you go forward. It's likely to happen. In life, failure, as we all say, is the stepping stone to success. Like in boxing, you will fail, you will be beaten, you will fall down, but the most important thing is to get up. The person who gets up and lasts the whatever number of rounds, he is the person who is going to be successful. So in spite of the failures which will definitely happen in your life, never give up. Be always there to get up, fight, and achieve what you want to achieve because God has given you the talent. With this, once again, congratulating you all for this award and for coming to this great country, UAE, which is 50 years old, but it's like a 500 years old country which recognizes talent by what His Highness Sheikh Nahyan said. The UAE recognizes talent and attracts talent from different parts of the world, like what the USA did many years back. They are giving free golden visas to children who have the capability and they are ready to support. So you have a great future here in future also when you come here. With those words and remembering the great leaders of this country as well as congratulating the great leaders of this country, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed as well as Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, I conclude again congratulating the organizers for this great event. May God bless. Jai Hind.
I kindly request Dr. Abdul Ghani and Mr. Prashant to felicitate Dr. Azad Mopen. Thank you, sir. Up next, I take great pleasure in inviting Sir Richard Roberts, Nobel Laureate in Physiology or Medicine, to address the gathering. Sir, I'm sure our prodigies are waiting for your words of wisdom.
Well, thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here. It's the first such event that I've attended, and I'm not quite sure what I should say to you. It really is a tremendous pleasure and honor to be with young people who are so talented. And I thought perhaps what I can do is to tell you a little bit about my own life and point out some of the things that I learned during my career that perhaps will be useful to you as you progress. The first thing is you've started off in a good way. I didn't get my first prize until I got the Nobel Prize. I'd never had a prize before that. I also came from a relatively poor background, but nevertheless, I got very interested early on in mathematics. I had a teacher at school who used to give me little homework problems to do when I was 7, 8 years old. And I thought he was doing it to everybody, but he wasn't. He was just doing it to me. And I was very surprised to learn later on that I was the only person he was doing it to. He must have seen something in me that nobody else did. And it was good. It was a good thing. And it also points out that sometimes it's good to be lucky. I'm probably the luckiest person you have ever met. I got the Nobel Prize by making a very lucky discovery. In fact, almost everybody who wins the Nobel Prize will tell you that it was a matter of luck. They were doing research, something new came along, something they were not expecting, and it turned out to be really big. You know, every day I look at new things, I make discoveries, but most of them are tiny. They give me a lot of satisfaction. But lurking out there is always the big one, if you're lucky. And it's worthwhile looking back sometimes to think within your own lives just what happened that was lucky. Where was it that luck took you? Something else I would say, I'm rather hoping that many of you will become scientists. Even some of those who think science is a bit geeky at the moment. Maybe you like dancing, or you like singing, or you like something else. But keep your eyes open for science. Science is one of the most wonderful things going on in this world at the moment. Just look at the last 2 years. We came up with a vaccine for COVID in a remarkably short period of time. Never has man been able to make a vaccine so quickly. We came up with very good tests where we could know if we had COVID, and those same tests can be applied to other diseases too. And as a result of this, as a result of the advances and the money that was spent on basic research in science over the last 50 or 60 years, this became possible. And much more is possible. We think of the many illnesses that cause us problems, cancer and so on. All of these things, we will find either cures or we will find ways in which the effects can be ameliorated so that they don't cause you quite so much trouble. There is much going on in science at the moment. Even if you don't become a professional scientist, please read about science, find out what's going on, And I can tell you from my own perspective, science is the best thing you can do. And they pay you to do it. It's amazing. I would do everything that I do from morning till night, whether they paid me or not, because it's such fun. And that leads me to something else, that when you're really thinking about your career and what you're going to do in your life, don't just go with the thing that you're really good at. As I say, I started off being really good at math. I'm still pretty good at math, but it's not what I do professionally. Along the way, my father bought me a chemistry set, and I ended up getting interested in chemistry. I read a book when I was at university, when I was a chemist, talking about a subject called molecular biology. And after I read that book, I knew this was what I wanted to do with my life. And I would urge all of you in this audience to do plenty of reading outside of the subject that you're good at or the subject you're studying. Because you just never know when you read about something and you say, wow, that would be fantastic. That is what I want to do. And if you ever come into that moment, do it. Don't be afraid. Don't let your parents or teachers or what have you say, oh, no, you can't do that. You must do what you're really talented at. Those people who find something that they're passionate about, that they work at, and it's really their hobby, these are the people who are really satisfied in life. Don't think about money, just think about enjoying what you do. Because all of you in this room have a suitable amount of talent for what you're doing at the moment that can also be applied to other things that you do. I was going to say a little more about failure, but the previous speaker talked about failure. But I just want to say that failure is really important. I think parents often tell you, or teachers tell you, oh, you must pass all your tests. You've got to do everything perfectly. But in fact, the people who learn most in life are those who fail and then look back to see why they failed and then find a way not to do it again. I've had that happen to me on a number of occasions. I embrace failure. Failure is a good thing. I love it when students come to me and said, well, you know, I did what you asked me to do and it didn't work. I say, go back, do it again. If it still gives the same result, perhaps I will do it myself. This is how I made my Nobel Prize winning discovery. The postdoc was doing experiments I'd suggested. They didn't work. I said, let me do you. I'll show you how it's done properly. And I got the same result. And at that point, we knew that we had a big discovery on our hands. So embrace failure. Don't let it get you down. One thing that I really cannot emphasize enough is the importance of luck. And I learned how important luck was when I was about 17 and I thought I was going to be thrown out of school. And the thing I did best at the time was to play a game called billiards and snooker, and I was really good at it. I was the West of England junior champion. And I was playing in a tournament one day and I had a lucky shot. The shot I was trying to make didn't work, but another shot did work purely by chance. And then the next shot that I took, I muffed it. I missed it. It was the end of my break. And an old gentleman came up to me afterwards and he said, you know, the thing you have to learn in life, and I will pass this on to you, is that when you have a lucky break, take advantage of it. Don't let it get away from you. If you're playing tennis and the ball hits the net and just drops on the other side so your opponent can't touch it, don't take it easy on the next shot. Play harder the next shot so you take advantage of the luck that came your way. And this has paid off for me in many, many ways during the course of my life. But the luckiest thing that ever happened to me happened on September in 2001, 9/11. The plane that went into the first World Trade Tower, I was booked on that plane until 2 weeks before it took off. And I was going to a meeting in California, and the meeting got moved 1 day earlier. And so I took that flight on September 10th instead of 11th, and woke up in California seeing what I thought was a movie of a plane going into the World Trade Tower. That is luck. And for that reason, I'm here today, I'm able to talk to you. But I will never forget that that was my lucky break. I'm sure all of you have many lucky breaks. This is one of them. Take advantage of it. Find ways in which you can make more of your life as a result of this award. But keep your eye out for the next lucky break that's going to come your way, and make sure that you take full advantage of it. Don't let it get away. I think with that, I will stop. I wish every single one of you the very best for the future. You have a lot of talent, all of you. Make the most of it. But if something else comes along that's more interesting, that you can be more passionate about, don't hesitate to change. Don't let people tell you, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Do it. Do what is going to give you the greatest happiness in life. Thank you.
Sir, may I kindly request you to stay back on the dais? I now call upon Dr. Ghani and Mr. Prashant to felicitate Sir Richard Roberts. Thank you, sir. Sir, I would request you to stay back on the dais. And I also would like to invite Dr. Azad Mupin onto the dais as we are moving on to the next set of awards. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening is a very special and a memorable evening for all our child prodigies. So I request you all to support them, to encourage them with your applause. I now invite Zelda Manto to receive her award for her excellence in the field of DJing. Prasiddhi Singh for environment. Andre for painting. Before that, we have Prasiddhi Singh for environment. Up next, Ailita Andre for painting. Jinwani Jain for acting. Jinwani Jain for acting. David Alexandru for art and drawing. David Alexandru for art and drawing. Kunwar Pratap for intelligence. If I'm not wrong, he will be the youngest awardee. He's the second youngest? Okay. Oh, how sweet. Samanyu Potturaju for mountaineering. Darius Brown for social service. Darius Brown for social service. Abhinav Banu Pratap Singh for mathematics. Bahar Panjepur for music. Palani, who is a magician. Devagi Dikshit for music. Okay, Devagya Dikshit for music. Jaya Misha Salipot for music. Harpit and Harpita Pandian for entrepreneurship. Also, it's a very special evening for both of them as they are celebrating their birthday today. So let us all wish them a very happy birthday. Harpit and Harpita Pandian. Anushka Dikshit for intelligence. Anvesh Shubham Pradhan for intelligence. Anvesh Shubham Pradhan for mathematics. Jaisal Shah. Jaisal Shah for mentorship. Jazz Vidamo. Jazz Vidamo for music. Kolla Kamal Vijay Yukta. Kolla Kamal Vijay Yukta for mentorship. Kumar Aryash for social service. Namya Joshi for technology. Shana Manjeru for music. Sharvesh V for sports. Sharanya Mudundi for music. Ravi Raju for sports. Zita Chizitere Ejike for entrepreneurship. Vinayak Bahadur for sports. Shana Riha Evans for music. Shana Riha Evans for music. Sainath Manikandan for environment. Abhijita Gupta for writing. Abhijita Gupta for writing. Arav Hariharan for sports. Ritwik Jandiala for music. for technology. Arike Moyin Oluwasion for photography. Amit Mazan Shabil for soccer. Bella Devyatkina for language. Elizabeth Anisimo for painting. Elizabeth Anisimo for painting. Prisha Karthik for yoga. Stelios Kerasidis for music. Stelios Kerasidis for music. Anishwar Kunchala for environment. Master Aaron Jeffrey for intelligence.
By singing, you put anybody singing.
Master John Oseni for technology.
Yeah, Sandra.
Master Neil Umali. Master Neil Umali for music. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So with this, we have come to the end of the award ceremony. But I request you all to please settle down. As I already mentioned, we have a lot more performances by our child prodigies. So I kindly request you all to take your seats, and I thank our guests. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Also, can we hear it one more time for all the award winners of the evening? Can we hear a loud round of applause, please? Yes. Up next, we have a stunning performance by Gia. Come, Gia.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for no, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only
were amazing, Gia. You were amazing.
Thank you so much.
Up next, we have another singing performance by Sandra Gedelia.
Dame carga, si te operanga. Patarapiji, dame carga, si te operanga. Anablili, anchablili, omarkina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra. You are beautiful. Now that we've had back-to-back singing performances, I think it's time to stretch a little bit. It's time for stretching. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Pariksha, who is going to do a special yoga performance for all of us. Prisha. Yes, Prisha, please come. Great, great, Prisha. Can we hear it for Prisha once again? And Prisha is not only a yoga expert, she also has a very special talent. She can close her eyes, she'll wear this blindfold, and she can identify what is there in front of her. Say, if you give her a thing, she'll touch and then she'll tell what that thing is. Also, she can identify numbers. So, if we could have one volunteer from the audience who can test Prisha's talent. Yes, you please come. Please come. Can you show some number? Wow. Something else? Is she doing it right? I'm not able to see from here. Is she doing it right? Can you turn Prisha towards your right? Yeah. Great. Okay, can you show some other number? Wow. That's nice. Wow. One last number. Can you show one last number? Is it right? Can we hear it once again for Prisha? Great, great, great. Thank you, Prisha. Thank you. We have a lot of talents this evening. Up next, I'd like to invite Bella, who can speak 8 languages. Can we hear it for Bella, please?
مساء الخير سيداتي وسادتي. قبل كل شيء أود أن أشكر Global Child Prodigy Awards Organization على هذه الحفلة الرائعة وعلى أتي فرصة للتحدث. 让我介绍一下我自己，我的名字叫贝拉，我来自俄罗斯。我4岁的时候会说7个语言，所以别人认识我。现在我10岁了，和我会说9个语言。Сегодня у меня есть потрясающая возможность выступить перед вами, поэтому я подготовила речь на всех 9 языках, которыми я владею. Прямо сейчас я говорю по-русски. Это мой первый родной язык. Но остальные 8 языков тоже являются родными, потому что я начала их учить в очень раннем возрасте. Je vous remercie de tout cœur et je voudrais dire que c'est un vrai honneur pour moi de recevoir cette récompense Global Child Prodigy Award. Et que tout ça soit écrit dans un livre, c'est incroyable. Je suis très heureuse de passer cette soirée avec des enfants si talentueux et de pays différents. Creo que todos los niños que están aquí hoy son muy afortunados porque su talento fue reconocido por la organización Global Child Prodigy Awards. Por supuesto, sé que cada niño que está aquí ha hecho un enorme trabajo para desarrollar su talento natural. Was denkt ihr? Wieso können manche Kinder das erreichen, was unmöglich scheint? Es ist nicht nur, weil sie begabt oder fleißig sind. Das Wichtigste, was ihnen hilft, ist die Liebe und die Unterstützung ihrer Eltern. I miei genitori mi hanno sempre sostenuta nel mio volere di imparare nuove lingue. Sono sempre stati il vento sotto le mie ali. Hanno fatto di tutto per sviluppare il mio talento al massimo. Mom, Dad, thank you very much. Είμαι σίγουρη πως κάθε παιδί σε αυτόν τον κόσμο έχει το μεγαλύτερο του ταλέντο. Μερικές φορές μπορεί να είναι δύσκολο να ανακαλύψεις το μεγαλύτερο σου ταλέντο. Αλλά όταν το βρεις, ξεκίνα να δουλεύεις πάνω σε αυτό. Self-belief and hard work will always earn you success. Who knows? Maybe your story will find home in next year's book, and maybe you'll even get an opportunity to take the floor at next year's Global Child Prodigy Awards ceremony and show your talent to the whole world. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. You are the best audience ever. Have a great evening.
Up next, it's time for us to felicitate the event coordinators for Dubai. These three people have coordinated and have arranged this event in a beautiful way, and we have to felicitate them. And to do the honor, may I request Sir Richard Roberts onto the dais, please. Mr. Liasuddin, Mr. Khaja, and Mrs. Srividya. Can we hear it for them, please? Can we hear a big round of applause for the event coordinators for Dubai? I also would like to call Ms. Lavanya who is one of the sponsors of this event. I would like to invite Ms. Lavanya from Aster. Aster DM Healthcare are the title sponsors for this entire event. So can we hear it once again for them, please, for making this event a grand success? We have Ms. Lavanya from Aster DM Healthcare. Up next, I would like to invite our sponsors of this event. This event is supported and sponsored by Eurotech Gas. I would like to invite TIPA President, Dr. Paul Prabhakar, onto the dais. Mr. Vasant from SVK Media. Mr. Vasant from SVK Media. Mr. Hussain from Interface. Mr. Kaja Moideen from Black Tulip. Mr. Rahal Jain from NextGen. Also, as a special mention, we would like to acknowledge and congratulate Master Aditya Panch Pandey, who is the co-founder of Innovate NextGen, for his meticulous efforts and contributions to Global Child Prodigy Awards initiative. Mr. Mukan from MKT Technical Service. Dr. Pramila from Vaikunda Consultancy. Dr. Pramila from Vaikunda Consultancy. Mr. Chako from Malabar Golden Diamond. I also would like to invite Mr. Tushar from the organizing team of Child Prodigy Awards. Udyot from Child Prodigy Awards team. Rohit from Child Prodigy Awards team. Faiz from CPA team. Manu from CPA team.
Thank you so much, Kirtana. And we have Kirtana from organizing team.
Thank you so much. Can we have the child prodigies onto the dais, please, so that we can have a group picture clicked? With this, we have come to the end of this great evening, and once again, thank you all so much for being such a patient audience. We hope you had a great evening. Thank you all.